Hello again, friends! It's beginning to look like it's going to be a Power Rangers themed week on my channel because today we get to take a look at another Tommy figure. Only this time he's evil. Again. It is, of course, Lord DRAKKON we get to take a look at, friends, and I've heard some people pronounce it Draken, but I mean, if you want to know how to pronounce it,
it's Lord DRAKKON.
Even the man himself says DRAKKON, and the creator of the character actually pronounces it
Lord DRAKKON.
Also DRAKKON, so there you go. I mean, he's, for those of you who don't know, he's essentially a big old fan service super villain who's an evil Tommy Oliver, because we don't have enough Rangers who have Tommy as their identity, I guess. But it combines his two best colors ever, which are green and white. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks a little mostly like White Ranger, because that's what the bodysuit is, and that's what the helmet color is also. I feel like if the helmet color had been green, well, it wouldn't really match well, but I mean, at least come off more as like a hybrid, and this seems like the White Ranger with like green elements. But I mean, if you start looking at the details, they actually did combine a lot of the elements. Like the emblem on the chest there is a direct combination of the Dragon Coin symbol, which wasn't on the Green Ranger's costume, except for like the belt buckle, which also has, you know, the same symbol here for his power coin. And then it's a combination of the White Tiger coin thing, which was on the White Ranger's chest, obviously, only now it's like not, you know, squared off. It's like angular off. It's like the chest armor comes to a point, much like the Green Rangers did, and then it's green inside, which neither the White Ranger and the Green Ranger had, but they had to put the green color somewhere on here, and it's also on his belt, in case you didn't notice. And I guess the Morpher buckle is also green. Well, it may just be because they didn't paint it black. Like, they didn't paint the little details in the Morpher buckle, like the black things, but I mean, the sculpted details are spot on. The sculpted details are spot on everywhere on this guy, like little folds in the pants, always like that. No exaggerated musculature. And then, like, this shield comes off like a little angularly, the way it's sculpted, but I mean, that's how it's usually drawn. So, I mean, the sculpt's pretty top-notch. They didn't really miss any details. I like how the little gauntlets on the boots and the arms, like, they sort of combine the elements. Like, the White Ranger's gauntlets were just, like, straight lines, but this has, like, triangular shapes because the Green Ranger had little triangles. They didn't come all the way to the edge of the gauntlet, but, like, I mean, that's a cool little combination. It could have been cool if, like, they just kept, like, green triangles inside the gold instead of doing like a green trim. It'd give you some more green, but I mean, I'm not going to complain. This is his design, and the action figure is accurate to that design. You can get the little helmet, or it's like they gave the White Ranger a crest and a little red gem from the Green Ranger's helmet. Very nice there. I'm not really, you know, a fan of like this weird little fringe piece, but I mean, that's how it is. And so somewhere along the way, he got like a red visor, which I guess would be from like the White Dino Thunder Ranger, but I mean, Green Ranger and White Ranger didn't have red visors. I don't know how that happened, but I guess it's just to make him look evil because he is an evil character. Anyways, paint. The only thing missing is the belt buckle there. I mean, I think everything else is pretty good. It's very, you know, shiny shade of gold, actually, they use. A lot shinier than what the White Ranger in this collection had, actually. I mean, I kind of think I prefer, like, the darker gold of the White Ranger in the Lightning's collection. I mean, but at least all the gold matches on him. Like, I mean, except for this crest on the top, that actually looks a lot closer to the White Ranger's color of gold. But I mean, yeah, what gives? Why is it so shiny on the armor? I mean, this is a bit of a nicer gold, but I guess maybe this is more accurate to the actual character and how he's drawn in the comics. But the paint's pretty clean all around. I mean, you see little bits where, like, goes off the edge there. But otherwise, great sculpt. Great paint. I don't really expect them to get those little details in the buckle. If we talk about articulation, looks like this guy's going to have trouble because he doesn't have much of a neck, but I mean, he actually gets some good range up and down on the ball hinge there. Side to side is not bad either. Of course, he can go all the way around. The shield is a bit firmer plastic, so I mean, you can't really push it out of the way, but thankfully the way it's designed, he already gets his arm up above 90. There are butterfly joints in there, and they just got a big enough gap in that shield that he can get plenty of range. Swivels kind of all the way around. I mean, you can't quite go straight up, obviously, because of the shield, but, like, that's not bad. There's a cut at the bicep. He's got double elbows. This peg being gold color is bothering me now. So the same over there. At least it's matching the outside, so I guess that's a sacrifice you gotta accept. Hinge and swivel wrists work fine. Excellent diaphragm joint and reverse ab crunch lets him get great range forward and back. Awesome side to side and swiveling all the way around as well. He can do the splits so far. Legs come so far forward. Don't really go back, but that's okay. Cuts at the thighs. Double knees, of course. Cuts at the tops of the boots and Marvel Legends style hinge and pivot ankles that can come a bit forward, swivel all the way forwards and back. Articulation's pretty top-notch. I kind of wish the shield was a bit more flexible, so, he could put his arm straight up. But, I mean, the way the shield is designed doesn't really prevent most poses. So, I mean, excellent job, Hasbro. The packaging was the same we've seen for all the Lightning Collection figures. It says Mighty Morphin Lord Drakkon down there, and it's got the Mighty Morphin logo up there, even though Lord Drakkon wasn't in Mighty Morphin the show. But, I guess it's from Mighty Morphin comics. On the side there, we got the character profile art, and the gold on him is a lot brighter than the gold on the White Ranger. I mean, it's like dark orange kind of thing going on in the White Ranger's packaging and Lightning Collection, but I mean, the gold on the figure is also a bit brighter, so that makes sense. On the back, we got a nice photo of the figure. Pretty standard stuff. Let's just cut the tape up top, pop this guy open. It's odd how it's like gray on the top, and the rest of the package isn't really like that. It's supposed to be like the Ranger's color, but, just whatever. Oh, that's a nice touch inside. The lightning bolt has the gold from the White Ranger, even though the White Ranger is white, obviously, but they couldn't do that because the background's white. And then green, because he combines two colors, essentially. Very clever packaging, Hasbro. Also very collector-friendly. All you do is pull some legs out and pop them out. No twist ties, no nothing. I love this Lightning Collection packaging. On to accessories. Lord Drakkon, of course, comes with an alternate Tommy Oliver unmasked head, a pair of fists, the Green Ranger's Dragon Dagger, and the same lightning effect that the original White Ranger release in the Lightning Collection came with. So not too bad on quantity of accessories, although the one thing he's clearly missing is Saba, the White Ranger's weapon. But I mean, my understanding is in the story of the Boom Studios comics, like Saba betrays this guy, or he goes off on his own. Is Saba's still good? Something? I don't know. But, he should have him at some point, I think, right? Wouldn't it just be cool to get the Dragon Dagger and Saba on the White Ranger, Green Ranger hybrid figure? I don't know, but in the story, Lord Drakkon's like an older Tommy Oliver, so we get an old Jason David Frank head, and, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have, a Jason David Frank head that was old and, not evil, because I guess he's got, evil corruption veins going on in his face there. I mean, let's pop his face on there. What's cool about it is, they are very subtly sculpted on, actually, I think. There's just little lines, and it's very subtle, the sculpt, but those lines are sculpted on, which, I mean, can kind of ruin your day if you want to be a customizer and get just an aged Jason David Frank head, because, I mean, even though Jason David Frank hasn't become evil in the show, he has come back several times for the 20th anniversary and 25th anniversary as just an older Tommy Oliver, so his face would look like this, except without the veins, because he's not evil. I don't know why the veins are there, but veins signify evilness. And his hair would be shorter, but I mean, his hair's really long when he's Lord Drakkon, I guess, because they were like, fans remember Tommy with long hair. Yeah. Well, this head's not representing that. It's representing Lord Drakkon, and it looks pretty darn good. The alternate fists also look fine. They can pop in and out easily enough. He comes packaged with sort of grip hands, which... Let's look at the Dragon Dagger. I mean, obviously the Dragon Dagger has more details than this, but I don't expect them to paint much. They got gold and green on there. Looks fine. I mean, I think they should have done a little less on the green. It's really coming off on the edge and going too far on the silver part here, but he can clearly hold the Dragon Dagger just fine. The real question is the blast effect, because this thing was originally meant for the White Ranger release with Saba, so will it work on the Dragon Dagger? Kind of, but it looks a little oversized in my opinion. But I mean, hey, these are cool accessories. I just wish he kind of came with Saba, but I mean, we already have a White Ranger figure that does, so no biggie. Good job on accessories for the most part, Hasbro. Scale time. Lord Drakkon stands at about 6¼ inches or 16 centimeters tall. Here he is with a Marvel Legends and DC Universe figure, and SH Figure Arts Green Ranger, along with Legacy Collection White Ranger, and he's not part of either of these lines, but he is, a hybrid of the Green Ranger and the White Ranger, and the Lightning Collection is kind of like a hybrid of SH Figure Arts and Legacy Collection, so it's really cool to see the progression here. He really does look like a mix of these two if you look at all the little details, and definitely in terms of height, he's smack dab in between them. And of course he scales up perfectly with himself and other characters from the Lightning Collection. So do I ultimately recommend the Lightning Collection's version of Lord Drakkon? Well, heck yes. I mean, if you're a fan of the character, definitely get him, obviously. He's probably better by leaps and bounds compared to the Legacy Collection version, which was, super hard to come by. And this is a normal release. Apparently there was, an exclusive version that came with, a really cool throne. And, if you have that, you probably don't need this guy. But if you have the Legacy version, definitely upgrade to this guy, because he's an awesome figure. Hasbro is killing it with the Lightning Collection, and he's not something you have to get to complete your Mighty Morphin team, but he definitely goes along great with them. Well, until next time, peace out, YouTube.